I brought our little mini donkey, Junior, out into the main paddock with Chap this morning, just as I've been doing pretty much 2 or 3 times a week. And I've been doing this in an effort to get them more acquainted with each other and get the donkey more acclimated to the main paddock and so forth so that they can eventually be put in together. I had them eating at different hay piles, very far apart from each other, and they did very well. And I walked the mini donkey to his pen. I took off his halter and lead rope, and he turned around and wanted to go back into the main paddock with Chap. And I was really impressed by this, that he thought his confidence had increased enough that he was thinking he wanted to go back in there. But on the same hand, I was thinking, should I let him do it? Is he really ready for that? Is he capable of knowing if he's ready for that? And I had to regress back to when I was a kid. I was always told as a child that if you're training a horse or teaching a horse and you're asking yourself, should I or am I ready? Is the horse ready? The answer is always no. I'm not talking about an emergency situation. It's not like, oh, do I race across this road or do I get hit by that truck? That's a totally different situation. I'm talking about a non-emergency situation where you're teaching or training a horse to do something and you're asking yourself, should I or am I ready, or is the horse ready? For example, should I get on? Is the horse ready for me to get on? Am I ready to get on the horse? Just the fact that you're asking that question means that you doubt whether you should or not, so the answer is no. You need to go back and review and find out what is causing that doubt for you, because it might not be really at the forefront of your mind, but if you start asking yourself questions about the situation and you start reviewing what you've done, you'll probably most likely find that hole in the foundation that's making you have that doubt. I took him back into the paddock and I walked him around, and I could see that he's very at his leisure walking around. He was sniffing poop and grabbed a nut and ate a nut and was looking around and had no issue whatsoever with doing that. I put down some hay in a couple different spots, and I put them very close together because I knew if I put them very close together, Chap would try to chase him off the hay. And I wanted to test and see what he would do in that situation. And you'll see that he knows to move off the hay, and he feels comfortable enough in most cases to just go back to a different pile of hay and start eating again. I apologize for us being off center in this next video clip, but it's an important clip and I want to put it in here. You'll notice that his prior head shy issue is improved greatly. I can rub all over his face and his ears with both hands at the same time. But then notice in the second clip, and it's very quick, I only just caught it when I was watching it. I saw it and I was like, oh, I got to put this in here. You'll notice that with the added distraction of having Chap in the paddock with us and the added pressure of having Chap in the paddock with us, the head shy issue returns. And this is something that I've brought up in other videos. You train a horse at a low-level situation for something, it doesn't mean that they're going to be very good at that at other levels when you start adding pressure and going into different situations and adding other distractions. So when you teach something, you need to make sure that you teach it at all the different levels and progress through different levels of distraction and stress before you feel confident that you've really train something like this out of a horse. And it's very important to address a issue like this, a head shy issue. Many times if you get rid of a head shy issue, aggression and anxiety will just flatline and go right away. And in this type of situation with the donkey and the horse, the reason why you want to get rid of that is because if he has a head shy issue with me, he's certainly going to have a head shy issue with Chap. It's an equine that he sees there being more pressure than between he and I. And that head shy issue is going to get in the way of them communicating in the way that they should be. It's going to add more anxiety to the little mini donkey. So we want to make sure we get that head shy issue out of the way before he's put in the main paddock by his own self with the horse.
Yeah. You even got some ear action going there, huh? You got some ear action.
Now this next situation is really interesting because it's a very important aspect, and it was a good thing that I didn't let him back into the paddock with Chap, because one of the problems that we've been having is that Chap chases Junior, and Junior really just loses it and runs and runs and runs, and then Chap chases him and it all escalates into this big rundown. And I'll show you a real quick video clip here of the safe box and us going into safe box so that you understand what I'm talking about, and then I'll continue to explain what I'm talking about here. Now the purpose of this safe box is so that if Junior gets chased, he'll go into that safe box and be away from the horse and not be harmed by the horse. And he'll feel confident and safe that he has a place that he can go to. Now watching this next video clip where I chase him, and he goes everywhere except in that safe box. He doesn't even think of going in that safe box. He's this way, that way.
No? Came back out. Come here.
Now what good does the safe box do him if he doesn't even think to use it? So what I need to do is to teach him and reinforce him that when you're being chased, you go into the safe box. So that's what I did for the rest of the lesson. Now, you can see that my apprehension was there for a very good reason. If I had let him out into the paddock with Chap without testing all these different aspects and not finding out that he has no clue that when he's chased he should go into that safe box, that could have been a very dangerous situation because he wouldn't have known how to get away from the horse. So really the purpose of my creating this video today was to really try to instill in your mind that if you ask yourself, should I? Am I ready? Is the equine ready? The answer is no. Go back and review the situation, test it, test your beliefs about the situation, and you'll find the hole in the foundation that you need to fix. That thing that's causing you just that little bit of doubt that makes you even ask that question. And if you can't figure it out yourself, have someone help you. Have someone watch you do it. Videotape yourself and then watch the video. You see so much by doing that. I videotape almost every lesson that I do because I like to watch it and I see things. Like today I saw that little head shy thing that I didn't notice when I was out there in the moment doing everything with them. And if at that point you still can't figure it out, get a trainer to help you.